It's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore. Similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
On play action, they'll throw. Running right through him.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open target. Here's Matthews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A good pickup there at 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it at the 42. A solid stiff arm. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side caught by Matthews. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now Burrow loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Oh, the return is Prochet. Fights through it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in his first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Drew Chrisman now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Prochet on the return. There's the stiff arm. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second and 11. Airs this out for Matthews. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play. Come up with something here on third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Looking to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Burrow on third down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Again, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their deep.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their... in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I tell you, he is closing in on a 300-yard receiving game now. He's maybe 1 catch away as he's got a first there. They'll look to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens.
2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens.
And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But here we go. I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense returns to the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Matthews makes a grab.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. There'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll look to throw again. He finds Matthews.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open target, here's Matthews.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask him,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here to Ford.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Burrow. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's taken it around the 40.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you, what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A final shot now for Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.